This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNN.Live. We're coming to you from the 45th Annual New Orleans Investment Conference 2019 here in New Orleans. With me today is Ryan King from Calibre Mining Corp, publicly traded company. I'm going to give you two symbols, CXB on the TSXV and CXBMF in the U.S. Ryan, thank you for coming on to SNN.Live.
Thank you very much for having me, Shelley. Appreciate being here.
It's good to have you. Let's get started with a brief overview of the company, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Yeah, Shelley, thanks. We are a gold producer in Nicaragua. We just recently acquired these gold mines from B2 Gold. We also do exploration and development.
Let's get some history behind the project.
You bet. Yeah, as I mentioned, we just recently acquired these two gold mines. They're in production, and B2 Gold guided 150 to 160,000 ounces for 2019. And as I say, we just recently acquired these from B2 Gold. We closed the deal actually October the 15th, so very recent. And over the summer, we raised $105 million to help towards the acquisition. So we paid some cash, we paid some shares. So now we're a full-fledged gold producer with great exploration potential and a development pipeline.
What would you say is Calibre's biggest advantage?
Well, that's a great question, and I think it's really important to outline the people. You know, for any business, not just gold mining, but for any business, you really back the people. So our group, particularly our board and senior management, have been involved with senior gold producers, Newmont, Goldcorp, as well as our board of directors who's been involved with lots of entrepreneurial businesses in the gold space. So our last deal was called New Market Gold. So New Market Gold, we bought 3 producing gold mines in Australia. Those mines had, in some cases, less than a year and a half of mine life. They had high operating costs and actually very little in the way of money put into them in terms of exploration and development. We turned those assets around. Through the drill bit, we made a new discovery at one of the mines called Fosterville, which is now one of the highest grade underground gold mines in the world. We then went on and merged the company with Kirkland Lake. So Kirkland Lake today is a $12 billion company. It's been one of the best performing stocks on the TSX. You know, past performance is never an indicator of future success, but we have a very aligned group of people. We believe we have an excellent opportunity in front of us at Calibre, so I think it's all about the people.
Let's hear some names of the management team. I'm sure you're dying to tell me.
No, that's a great question. So our CEO, his name is Russell Ball. So Russell worked for Newmont for over 20 years. When he was, his last position he held there was the chief financial officer of Newmont, a multi-billion-dollar company, with, I think, under his control at the point in time when he was there, over 19 mines in the portfolio. So a very seasoned senior official and officer of a company. Russell also worked under Pierre Lassonde, worked very closely with Pierre Lassonde for many years. And I think he learned a lot about the gold mining business, not only the mining side of it, but also marketing side, financial side, obviously. And I think that's helped his career quite a bit. Darren Hall is our chief operating officer. I worked with Darren Hall at New Market Gold. He was our chief operating officer there as well. Prior to that, he was at Newmont for 25 years. He's worked in Peru, he's worked in Argentina, he's worked in Nevada, he's worked in Indonesia, so many different jurisdictions around the world. And he's comfortable working in Nicaragua. He likes the jurisdiction. We've met with the mines minister, we've met with the president. And our view is that it's a good place to do operations and business. You know, with our recent meeting with the Minister of Mines, he was very supportive of the deal. He was very supportive of mining in general. Responsible, safe mining, following the mining legislation which they have there. But it was good to have that interaction with the government and hear the support towards mining. So Darren and Russ, very seasoned senior executives in the company. But you know, our board is built up of people that have created billions of wealth for shareholders. Doug Forrester was the founder of New Market Gold. Blaine Johnson, the founder of New Market Gold. Doug Hurst, who many people have heard of at this conference particularly, he was the founder of Northern Empire, which recently was acquired by Coeur. He was also the business development board member of New Market Gold, that was, of course, acquired by Kirkland Lake. Then Raymond Threlkeld, who's been involved in the business for many, many years and done very well for shareholders. So a number of our board members are well known in the space.
So you're a public company. Only tell me what you can based on prior press releases, et cetera. What are some growth drivers for the end of this year into 2020?
Well, as I mentioned, yeah, we're a gold producer, but we're also investing in the drill bit. So we're going to be investing between $10 and $13 million drilling a number of the targets around some of these deposits that we have in Nicaragua. One in particular is called El Limon. It's a high-grade open-pit vein structure. We think it's open to the northwest. We think it's open down plunge. And then at our second operation called La Libertad, there's a number of targets that we've identified. We're going to do multiple drill programs there. We think there's an opportunity to make discoveries, expand resources, and significantly extend the mine life of that operation. So really it's all about the drilling that we're going to be doing.
Let's get your website out for more information, if you would.
Sure, yeah, you can reach myself or any of the members, but at www.calibremining.com.
This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNN.Live. We're coming to you live from the 45th Annual New Orleans Investment Conference 2019 here in New Orleans. With me today is Ryan King, Calibre Mining Corp, publicly traded company. Two symbols, CXB on the TSXV and CXBMF in the U.S. Ryan, thanks for coming on to SNN.Live.
Thank you very much for having me, Shelley.